Yo, welcome Flyffers. So today we want to take a look at the advanced PvE guide for the 1v1 Billposter. And we already made a beginner guide for it that is covering level 1 to level 90. So if you're in this level range, make sure to watch this guide first. And in this guide here, right now, we will cover level 90 all the way up to level 120. But before we jump right into the video, I noticed that currently 80% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So let's make a deal. You watch this video all the way till the end, and I'm sure I earned your subscription by then. And let's get right started. If you actually want to play a Billposter, and you do need a bit of dexterity to reach certain cast breaks, like certain attack speed breaks, like 100% attack speed, and this varies at level 105. You need 62 dex, and at level 120, 61 is enough. Do not ask me why, this is just the way it is. I have no reasonable explanation for this. And once you have this dexterity overall, the rest you can add is STR right here. And since you are level 90, you should have figured out by now how strong the Ringmaster buffs are, especially GT. And this guide requires you to have Ringmaster buffs running all the time. And this is easy to achieve. You can either have like permanent Ringmasters, you can make your own level 75 Ringmaster that doesn't take up that much time, or you just go to level groups and see where the Ringmasters are flying around. Now let's take a look at what your stats should look like at level 105. Something that we already noticed compared to other classes, the base health of a Billposter is higher. For example, a plate, level 120, with pretty much the same gear, has only 8.3k health, while you're already at 10k health. So this is a significant advantage right here. What you should look out that you have about 5k attack. You should always have 100% attack speed at any time. A hit rate of about 80% is fine, and a critical chance at about 50%. This is basically the base values that you're looking for. And with an average of about 40% block rate, you are standing pretty safe versus monsters, even without adding any stamina to it. Now let's take a look, based on the other guide that we already did all the way to level 90, what your current gear should look like. You should be wearing a level 75 set, the Alex set, that is giving 15% crit chance, 20% hit rate, and 10 dexterity. You can wear an ancient shield with like 4 all stat, just for the beneficial of it. And this shield could have like an awakening of block rate, for example, but it is not required. Then if you're going with the upgrade plus 8, 60% attack is fine, since you will change the set at 105. The historic knuckle is worn a long time, so you should actually try to get it to plus 10 element, and this is a weapon that sells really fast, so you do not lose a lot if you actually upgrade this weapon and then resell it. Right here at level 120, or like at 105, already, if you exclude the shield, you can start farming your way for a Roddy set. This is giving 40% crit damage, 20% crit chance, and plus 10% attack speed. This is insane for Billposter, and it is your endgame set, which means you can go for a plus 10, 28% attack already on it. The weapon you want to keep your eyes open is the legendary Golden Glove. That is giving 20% crit chance and 40% crit damage. And as we already know, crit damage is the best damage increase value in Flyff. This is why we are looking out for items with this kind of values. Since it is the endgame weapon, we can already go for a plus 10 and plus 10 element. Make sure to always use the element that is strongest against the monster you're fighting. If it's not correct, use a change of element scroll, so you're getting this squeeze out this extra damage. The Azure Shield can have an awakening on there that is beneficial. So you could get, for example, block rate on here to have a better, like a more safe time leveling 1v1. but it is not a requirement, for example. You could also level the shield, upgrade the shield to +10 to increase your defensive values, but it's also not required to actually level. Just do it if you have the funds for it. Now, let's talk about jewelry. For jewelry, something changed, because the Clockworks jewelry is now not best in slot anymore. The normal jewelry can be upgraded all the way to +20, and that's why it is best in slot. For example, a Vigor ring has 40 SDR and a Strength +3. The best Clockworks SDR ring only has 30 SDR. That way the Vigor ring is stronger, and this goes for all the other jewelry as well. There's only one thing you do have to be careful about. The rings, for example, or like this jewelry in general, does have level requirements to wear it. So basically you need to be level 120 to wear a +20 ring. And if you do not know all those requirements, I did make an upgrade guide that you can find on the channel, where there's all information about upgrading jewelry and on which levels you actually need to wear the kind of jewelry, so you do not make the mistake of upgrading a jewelry and then not being able to wear it for like 5 levels. Now let's take a look at the skills. You may have noticed the skills narrowed down a whole lot compared to the previous guide, and this is due to auto attacks being so strong now. This means for more defensive, you can cast Stone Hand. Sometimes it's not even needed. If you have like a Ringmaster Reveal, it would actually be a waste of time to cast Stone Hand. What you do want to have upgraded running all the time is Asmodeus to increase your damage. And the debuff, Baraquiel Esna, you can apply on monsters, but you should test a bit if this is actually increasing your kill speed or not. And if you use this, it is better to use it on like longer fights, for example on a giant. Yeah, now let's finish it up with the playstyle. The playstyle is pure auto attacking, nothing else. Make sure if you're a solo and you want to save some food, you can constantly cast Stone Hand. And if you are Asmodeus should be running at any time. Something that is kind of important is making sure that you're like going for the mobs that are always closest to you to have beneficial moving paths and stuff like this, since you do not have a gap closer like the Blade, for example, with a spring attack. Yeah, so we are at the end of the video. I hope I earned your subscription by now. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment below the video or drop by my Twitch stream. We are streaming almost daily now, and I always answer all your questions and try to help you while you can enjoy some gameplay, guide making, or PvP. Cheers.